Hey, once I wanted to talk about what I like and what I dislike about tanks with built-in filters. So, such as this 5-gallon top fin here, and you can see this what I'm talking about. So this back part here, this black portion of this tank, black back portion, that is the built-in filter. So that's the type of tank I'm talking about in this video. So first, let's talk about the likes. But I do have more likes than I do have dislikes on these. So my first like is that it is pretty much hidden. You do not have a filter sticking out from the top like this, where you of course can see the filter is not at all hidden. As well as you do not have an internal filter such as this Fluval, where it is again not hidden, it is sticking out. It's not sticking out of the tank itself, it is inside the tank of course, but again it is very much visible and you can see it. So it just makes it look a lot more clean cut. There's nothing protruding in or outside of the tank. It just looks a lot nicer. And if you have people over and your tank is out on display, they're not going to see the filter, of course. So it just looks a lot nicer, especially for displays. It looks a lot nice and clean. Second, like that I have on these are that they are very quiet. I cannot even hear this whatsoever. So they are extremely quiet unless you are having the pump, if it's rubbing on the side of the tank or the impeller's a little bit messed up or whatever, then you'll hear it, of course. But that's with any filter. But if everything's working as it should, they are extremely quiet. I mean, I can pretty much put my head up against the tank and I can barely hear it. So even just a few inches away from the tank, I cannot hear it whatsoever. So they are, again, very, very quiet. Now, compared to like an internal filter, again, like the Fluval here, those are also extremely quiet. But now versus a hang-on bag filter, you guys can probably hear that, hopefully. It just makes that bit of a waterfall effect noise. Again, that's not bad noise, but it does make some noise. Whereas, again, the built-in pump filters, they make no noise whatsoever unless something's going wrong with them. And then a third like that I have is that they will usually have these extra compartments here. So see, this is where the pump is down there. Here you have your filter cartridge, and then here we have two extra little spots. So I have my heater in here. So that means you can hide your heater in them as well. So not only is your filter hidden, but you can also hide your heater in them, which again adds to that nice clean look. So that's a very much a nice plus of these filters as well, is that you can hide different things in them, such as your heater. Alright, then I have two dislikes here. The first one is, and this will of course depend on the tank, but from my experience they do not seem to filter quite as well as a hang-on bag or an actual internal filter. For whatever reason, they just do not seem to do as good of a job as other types of filters do. Now they still do a decent job, just don't seem to do quite as good of a job, quite as well of a job at filtering the tank. And then my other dislike is, again, depends on the actual tank in question here with the filter, is that they also do seem to take up some of your usable space. So again, this is 5 gallons, but of that 5 gallons, this part is usable for the fish or whatever you have in here to actually use. Whereas, this little bit here is taken up by, again, the filter. So that pretty much means of the 5 gallons, I would say approximate that you are losing between a quarter to a half a gallon of water. On a 5-gallon tank, it isn't as bad as, say, on like a 2.5-gallon tank. Whereas maybe on a 2.5-gallon tank, you think you're getting 2.5 gallons, whereas in reality, you're only getting 2 gallons. Or something like that. So they do take up some of your actual usable space in your tank itself, so you are losing some actual gallon capacity, water capacity in your tank. But overall, I do think the pros outweigh the cons in these, and I do like them. They do seem to be very nice filters, and again, they do hide both the filter and your heater if they have a compartment that's big enough for your heater to fit in. So I think they're very nice. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have any other pros or cons of these types of filters. Let me know what your favorite type of filter is. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.